two. He even told his wife that he was going out of town for the weekend, then hid in the woods behind their house, and he guessed that evening Tom would show up, they'd lay out, and the husband followed him to Lover's Lane. Happy Labor Day! I don't know if this episode will come out on Labor Day, but it is recorded on Labor Day, so we can go from there. By the way, y'all like my new background? Yes, I know I'm sitting on my bed. I'm a true crime girly, what can I say? Um, but today, we're going to be talking about the legend of Skin Tom. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe, help a girl out. This is Down the Rabbit Hole, where we talk about urban legends, Tennessee urban legends, Alabama urban legends, just urban legend in general, people of history, random history, and everything else. We recently talked about the grandmother of Europe, the real Queen Charlotte, and some of the Regency rules from that time, and everything else. So, today we're going to go back talking about an urban legend. Then we're going to talk about another urban legend. Then we're going to talk about a paranormal location. I've talked plenty of times before about paranormal locations and everything else. But with that being said, why don't I jump into today's episode, shall we? So, there's something called Skin Tom. And basically, this is when young Tom himself was wooing for the wrong woman in the mid 1920s, and he paid the ultimate price. He took a young lady out on a date at Lover's Lane in Tennessee countryside. Now, while unbeknownst to him, she was actually married. Her husband tracked him down, murdered the woman, and before dragging Tom down from the vehicle and skinning him alive, Tom is said to still hang around Lover's Lane, dripping with blood and carrying a knife to punish all those who play the game of adultery. So, where exactly does this legend originate from? We know it's a Tennessee urban legend. So y'all know I'm an Auburn fan, but I do live in Tennessee. I live in the Nashville area, so I have to talk about some urban legends here in Tennessee and everything. But so this is what we know. Um, Tom was a good-looking guy who loved the ladies, and once he dated all the available girls in the area, he started seeing the girls in the next town. And not knowing she was married, eventually her husband would get wind of what was going on and vowed revenge on the two. He even told his wife that he was going out of town for the weekend, then hid in the woods behind their house, and he guessed that evening Tom would show up, they'd lay out, and the husband followed him to Lover's Lane. Now things were pretty hot and heavy when all of a sudden the car door was jerked open and Tom came face to face with very huge, very angry looking guy wielding a hunting knife. "Oh no!" screamed the girl who says the story of all of the trouble in the first place. "It's my husband!" And he goes, "That's right, you cheating blankly blank blank." Not going, yelled her husband, "and I'm about to teach you a lesson that you'll never forget." Now he pulled her Tom, rammed the knife into the stomach once, tossed her aside, then he turned to Tom, grinning manically. "Don't hurt me," Tom begged, "and I swear to God I didn't know she was married." But the wrong husband didn't listen, and he dragged Tom out of the car, skinned him alive with a hunting knife. Then he went to town to turn himself into the police. When the police arrived at the crime scene, they found the woman who was miraculously still alive, but Tom nowhere to be found. They say he is still hanging around Lover's Lane, waiting to catch waiting to catch a couple and teach them the same lesson his girlfriend's husband taught him. He is described as a bloody skeleton in the 20s clothes, carrying a knife himself with skin with all the teenagers around here grow up hearing, "Don't go to Lover's Lane." If you don't want to go, don't want Skin Tom to be Skin Tom's next victim. Now, it's also important to know that in some versions of Skin Tom, the woman is still married and her husband still kills Tom. but lets the cheating woman live to hear Tom scream and he kills him. Or she tries to stop her husband, runs away from the scene to let Tom meet his fate. Now, what do y'all think? Anybody from Tennessee who know about this urban legend? Is it true or not? I am very curious. As y'all know, I love a good urban legend, and that was one you can tell around the campfire, y'all. But you can join me next time as we're gonna be talking about the legend of Signal Tom. But but I'm curious, like, if that's true or not. Like, if you guys know anything, feel free to talk about it in the comments. I'm always curious to learn. You can always find me on my YouTube page, Breezyville YouTube channel. So you can go check that out as well. So and message me there. I'm always checking messages if you have any suggestions on what I should talk about next on this channel because we love going down the rabbit hole for interesting topics. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a safe, and fun Labor Day weekend.